Hey, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Gruber Wired. I'm Mark Beach.
I'm John Dotson, and today we have a special guest with us.
Yes.
Cedric Rollins. Cedric, how are you?
I'm good, John. How you doing today?
Doing well. Cedric, you're one of our newer employees here, correct?
Yes, sir. I've been here 4 months now.
And he didn't run away.
No, it was hard. My fiance worked here, so if I ran away from you guys, I would have ran away from her too.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
You just got promoted too.
Yes, sir. I was formerly at SST sales team, but now I'm with the McDo, doing what I do best.
I'm sorry. We tried to get you over at Dabs. We tried, but
I'm doing what I do at McDo. Trust me.
I understand.
We're making waves.
I understand.
Just McDo.
You're just
right?
gonna have to grin and bear it.
So,
I
Cedric,
understand.
tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you originally from Phoenix? Where do you come from? Background?
Well, I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Green Bay Packers, if you want to say go. I'm a Broncos fan. But me and my fiance, we moved out here about 3 years ago. Kind of got attached to it. The weather's a little hot, but it's nothing you can't bear.
Right.
Then I formerly was doing like a lot of security work. I was a phlebotomist. A lot of people wouldn't understand that because I'm a bigger guy.
Right.
But phlebotomy is a good field of work. Then,
As long as you hit the vein, man.
Right,
That's gonna...
it's not that hard, trust me. I learned from the best. And then I kind of fell into sales, saw opportunity to develop more skills. Never really did sales. This was my first sales job.
Okay.
Oh,
So
cool.
I had to learn the way.
That's all right.
And you're continuously learning. I mean, this is a job that when anyone that's in the career field of sales know that it's very dynamic.
Day
Right.
by day. I learned day
Stuff's
by
always
day.
changing.
Yeah. So you have family still in Wisconsin?
Yes.
You got to give mom a shout out.
Yeah, my mom's all the way. She's probably watching right now. Hey, mom. But yeah, I got 4 siblings in Wisconsin. Mom, dad. It's hard being away from them sometimes, but
Sure.
sometimes Arizona's
It's
just
not.
the best place to be.
Yeah.
Trust me.
That's politely put.
Yeah.
It's very diplomatic of you.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Trump, so
There you go. Okay, all right then.
But yeah, I like it here at Gruber. It's fun, nice people. It's family oriented, even though it's mainly business, but we're really close friends.
Yeah, everybody gets along pretty well.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. We certainly do. I mean, it's just the way this is family operated, oriented, it comes across.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about today, John?
Today, we are going to talk about what you just tapped on a little bit, sales and sales myths,
There
right?
you go.
Because that's the industry that we're in.
That's
In this industry, sales.
Yeah, it should be entertaining.
We hope so.
Yeah. And before we get started, if you're watching live and you have a question or comment, please make sure to go ahead and interact with us while you're live. It's the only chance you can get. So otherwise, we have to answer the questions later on down the road. But if you interact with us, we'll give you live answers. We'll read your question on the air as long as it's appropriate.
Right? Yeah, sometimes they're not.
Right? So, yep, there we go.
And we got a few shout outs today, too. Just so everybody knows, we have a couple birthdays in the room today, right?
Not today.
No, coming up here. Yeah. So anyway.
Today, well, one today.
One today. We got Cass over
Say
there.
hey to Cass. Cass's birthday.
Hi, it is my birthday.
Happy birthday, Cass.
Thank you.
No one cares.
I care a little bit.
Oh,
Ouch.
This is hot birthday.
that's that's some love right there.
Yeah, and Mark has a birthday this weekend, correct?
I do.
And what's special about your birthday was you were hired here at Gruber on your birthday, correct?
I started my first day.
You started your first day. So,
yeah.
wow. So you got a birthday and anniversary.
That's
all
right.
rolled into
Yeah,
one.
it's 2 years at Gruber.
2 years. How?
Can you
I know
believe-
10 years has gone by fast.
Yeah,
I bet 2
it's-
years was like a blink of an eye.
It was. And, when I started here, I only had 2 grandkids, and now I have 5 and another one on the way.
Wow. Congratulations, though.
At time moves, man. You just don't blink because it's crazy.
21 with 5 grandkids. How do you do it?
I work out really hard.
We have our 4th grandkid on the way. So, it's interesting, like you
None for
said.
me.
It
None
keeps
for
you
me.
busy for sure.
I
Yeah.
have 3 kids. I have 2 daughters and 1 son, and I hope they don't plan on any kids. I just really, man. Hey, if they see what I go through,
Can I tell you, it changes your life. You just like having the
Yeah.
kids change. You know, it changes you the same exact way, just to a different degree. It's like, because I was the same way. I was like, you know, whatever. You know, I love my kids, and you know, being a dad and being in the, you know, whatever they're doing, you know, being involved. Didn't even think about grandkids, and I was actually had gotten headhunted for a job in Colorado, and it was a big job. I mean, he was a CEO of a company, and we were kind of in the final thing, and I found out my oldest daughter was pregnant with my first grandchild, and that was it. I wasn't moving because I worked my whole life, you know, for, you know, provide for the kids and, you know, bring them up, but, you know, missed some stuff when I was doing that. So I just decided that the whole family thing was going to be that next chapter of my life, and being around and whatever I had to do that was, you know, the most important thing. So it does change you in a significant way, I think.
Oh, I agree completely. There's nothing like it. I mean, it's just a different level altogether.
Yeah.
You have your children, and you raise your children, and you're hopefully raising them in a manner that they go out and be successful in this world.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a different way of looking at it compared to your grandchildren. Grandchildren are just an extra, I call them a bonus,
Yeah.
you know, to be able to be there for them. They just tickle your heart in a different direction.
Yeah, they're the ones you can spoil, and you don't have to worry about, you know, screwing them up, because the parents are going to do that. All right.
Leave it up to mom and dad.
hopefully
That's
I
it.
got some years before I have to worry about
I
that.
understand. I understand.
So, yeah.
It'll happen when you're ready, I'm sure.
Yeah. Or
He's
when you
going,
least
no.
expect it.
When I least
you know?
expect it.
That's
Yeah.
what's going to
That's
happen.
that's what you're worried about. What do you mean? I'm not ready.
I'm too
so-
young to be a granddad.
That's
Can't
it.
wait to say that.
Well,
Yeah.
it'll be around shortly, though, because trust me, time flies. I mean, blink of an eye, and you go, wow, look what's going on here.
All right.
It just happened. So what is going on here? Today, we're going to start off with some sales myths, correct?
Yes.
So, Cass, you want to start with number one there, and we're going to start with Mark.
All right. Number one, sales myth: the product sells itself.
Is that true? I mean, look at that pen right there. How many times have you been to an interview and they say, sell me this pen? Has that pen ever
Well, that
sold
was
itself?
in a movie.
You
I
know?
remember that. Sell me this pen. I don't remember what movie
Wolf
it was
on
in.
Wall Street.
That was that it.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was
Wolf
it.
on Wall
Very
Street.
good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey.
Thank you for the
Look at
save
that.
on that one.
That's the only sales I know.
Well, no, but it's a good one. It's, you know, it's
But
interesting.
The idea that the product sells itself is just, it is a complete myth. You
Yeah.
know?
You have to produce value out of anything that you're selling, and you have to know the, you know, all of the things. And we've talked about this before, but we sell something people need. It's not even you know, we're going to upgrade your car.
Yeah.
You know, what you know, want to change out your furniture, you know, that kind of stuff. It's not that. What we sell is needed for projects, jobs, to run businesses, basically. And so it's not something that people are, you know, going to just sit there and go, well, maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Yeah, it's
No,
just
they've
not a
got
want.
to. It's just how do you tell them that our stuff is the best?
That's supply and demand.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. So what do you got there, Cedric, for number two?
Great salespeople are born, not made. That is a myth.
Yes.
Well, not with that guy. There's one of the greatest salesmen ever.
Yeah, but he had to get his bearings. He had
Who
to
is that?
understand. I forgot his name. Don't he sell
Billy
the pillows and
Mays.
things?
Billy Mays. Yeah.
Billy Mays.
Yeah.
I didn't know his name. That was a legit question.
didn't either.
I know who he is.
I just see him on a lot of
Was he the as
infomercials.
seen on TV guy or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was that guy always sitting there pushing it.
Yeah, so you gotta grind to become a good salesman. You gotta learn the ins and outs of either what you're selling or who you're selling to.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
definitely that believes that's a myth.
Mama Dotson says happy birthday.
Hey, my mom's telling you guys happy birthday. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
Thanks, Highlander.
Did anybody bring the popcorn?
It's in the machine next door.
If I known he would have sent bagels. Thank you, Highlander. He has sent bagels to us before.
Yeah,
so
he did.
thank you. Number three, one of the myths that we hear about is more calls equals more sales. Okay, that's not necessarily true,
Right.
Because you got to have a quality to the call. So I'm going to say on this one, it's more about quality versus quantity.
Right.
Sure.
Well,
know.
I mean, if you suck, the more calls you make, the more accounts you screw up, right?
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're doing things the right way. There's a funnel, right, of, developing the account and, the first scattershot stuff, the emails, the calls, all that, and how it funnels. And if you're not good at the next levels, then no matter how wide you build the base,
Yeah.
it's going to just be flat. You have to have depth in your game, or whatever you want to call it, in your skills, in order to make that pyramid happen.
A good
Sure.
foundation.
Yeah.
As far as when you're calling out, talking to the people, and knowing who you talk to and how to talk to them, because everyone don't take
They're
the
all
same.
different.
Yeah.
All different.
Yeah, so the key here is education.
And let me tell you, the same person is not the same on different days. Yeah,
Totally.
you can catch
Very
them at a
true.
good time, catch them at a bad time, and listening for those clues, because I've talked to people I've talked to before, and I could immediately tell something was going on. I didn't want to be bugging him, say, hey, look, just here, need anything, I'll let you go, and, that kind of stuff, as opposed to somebody, they, on another occasion, might want to just talk your ear off for like half hour.
Yeah.
Sure.
You just have to read the signs and be able to adapt as things hit you, right?
Sure, as needed, because you're right. Everyone's different on any given point in time.
Yep. Okay, number 4. Customers only care about price.
That is a myth. I mean, it is kind of, to some extent, there is a bit of that in here, but I really think customers care more about the value they're receiving versus the price or cost of the product.
Well, I mean, the truth is some customers only care about price. Some
Yeah.
do. And they don't care the quality. They're just trying to,
Quick
get
fix.
to the next thing, right? Some understand that there's a difference between buying a cable on Amazon, where you'll get no support and no backup, and buying a cable from Gruber, where you can pick up the phone and call one of us anytime, and we're there to support our products. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, Highlander made the comment there that quality service costs money in Gruber. Diverse delivers quality service. So yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So Cedric, we got number 5 here, right?
The best products always wins.
That's total myth there. And I think a lot of this comes from the fact that it's opinionated. What I think might be a better product or better quality product might be different from your experience with that product or the way you feel about it.
Right. Well, people are into instant gratification, right? So sometimes the thing you can get now is better in your mind than the higher quality thing that'll take you a week or two.
Or sometimes the name of the brand are just
Yep.
hearsay.
Yep.
You might hear one thing is better than the other one, and then once you get the dilly-dally with the things, it's like, oh, I spent $400 on this when I could have just spent, got with Gruber and got a custom cable made the right way.
That's it.
And some of this comes from, years of advertising and pushing it down our throats as consumers, right?
Right.
Up until recently, I think, how many years has Dawn pushed dish soap, right?
Right.
But they only show the commercials of cleaning animals and
The
ducks and geese, them are covered in oil and spills and whatnot. You've never seen them wash a dish, but they're pushing it for washing your dishes.
Right.
But everybody swears by Dawn dish soap. Oh, that's the greatest thing in the world,
Yeah.
So some of this, you do get some of that just based upon the pushing of advertising at people.
Absolutely.
So next one you have, number 6 here, is closing is everything. Yeah, if you could close a deal, that'd be great. Closing really isn't everything, because there's relationship building. There's a lot more value in the relationship that you're putting in with someone.
Right. Right. And, I can see closing a deal on a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the close is different in this one. It's a lot more standoffish. It's more giving people space to assess value, right? And a lot of times you give them the information and you let them be, and you don't press. And even if There was a situation where, I put a bid in, and several other companies put bids in on a project, right? And I didn't press. I just, in the natural order of things, this person, I sent them one of the flyers, and they emailed back with a couple questions. And I said, just as a casual comment, hey, so how did we do on that bid? And she sent me every item that was on the bid and the prices that every other competitor gave.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, and you don't get that by pushing hard. You get that by staying back and laying in, laying in wait. Yep.
Yeah. And I like to use the term resolution over closing.
Yeah.
Let me help to resolve the issues, you know, because closing to me seems very hard and definite in stopping, a scenario where a resolution can pass through. Okay, we're going to resolve this issue, move on to the next, and just kind of move forward with it. So it's never really a closed sale because I want to work with you,
right?
For some time.
Well, anytime you hear the word close the deal, usually, for me, I'm thinking car salesman, right? That's really that's how it hits me, because they're really trying to sell you, right? Which we don't do here. It's here, lay out all the facts and try and give you as many options as you can. And if you figure Gruber's a company you want to do business with, and you like me and you want to do business with me too, great. Then we do business, and we know that we stand behind our product, and we're going to stand behind the person that makes the decision to go with us.
Sure.
Yep.
Got some more from Highlander there. Highlander Mark, I hope you reached out to the data center in Oregon, Ohio, because it's growing legs and it's growing big. Somebody's got to supply stuff. If you can Google it, 5 months ago you couldn't. So it should be out there now, we hope. It says, I'm sure somebody's locked into the contract in the Oregon data center. That does not mean no, they won't need help in the future. So throw your hat in the ring right now.
Great. Thanks, Highlander.
Yeah, totally cool.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, we're up to number 7 here for you.
We are.
Yeah.
Number 7, the customer is always right.
Yeah. This isn't necessarily true, right?
Especially not in our world.
Does that ring a bell to you? Anybody can name that movie right there where that scene
Planes,
came
Trains,
from.
and Automobiles.
There you go.
Yep.
In this case, was the customer right?
No.
No. She let him know in the end, right? So there are moments when people are right, and we are wrong. It just happens. It doesn't mean that everyone's right 100% of the time.
Well, hopefully we're not.
It's all about collaboration.
Yeah,
Good
we're not trying to be right. I have a saying, I've said it for decades, right? I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to get it right, and that's the mentality that we have to have, and that means bringing many minds together sometimes. And active listening is important.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree. All right, Cedric, on to you, buddy.
Follow-ups make you look desperate. No. Following up is being professional, is consistency, making sure the customer knows you're there when they least expect it or when they really need it.
Yep.
I tell people that all the time. Hey, you might not need me today, but call me tomorrow if you do. And I get a giggle out of it, but at the same time, it's like reassuring to them.
Right.
And that's a big thing that most people don't, and a lot of sales companies don't have, reassurance as far as the people that they deal with.
I gotta say that, in every job, there are those moments that are like an epiphany. You realize something you never realized before.
Mm-hmm.
And in this job, selling this product, I can't tell you how many times I've either sent an email or made a phone call, and they've said, you know what, I'm glad you called because I've got this going on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I might have sent them 15 emails in the past. I may have called them 20 times, but they didn't think to pick up the phone and call me. But because I reached back out at the right time, and you don't know what the right time is, then they were willing to send me a thing for a quote. and that was a learning experience for me in this particular industry, because sometimes you might feel like you're bothering somebody. But the way I always approach it with them is, hey, I don't want to drop the ball. I just want to keep myself in front of you in case you have any need.
Stay relevant.
Yep.
I actually called the guy, and I called him right in the middle of a disaster. His construction people like cut right in between all his wires that he just got laid. So he put an order right away. It was a good thing for me, but it was a sucky for him at that time.
Right.
Because I called him like right when it happened, like 30 minutes after.
There you go. You cannot. You make your own luck is, I guess, the best way to put it.
I remember a few years back I made a call into a facility, and I'm not going to name names of companies, but anyway, I call and I'm talking to one salesperson on the phone. They're like, hey, John, you know what? I think I'm done. Pass me on to the next one. Pass me on to 4 different salespeople, right, at this location. And each one of them said, sorry, John, I'm done. Sorry, I'm done. And then the last person I got a hold of was a manager. Well, it just happens to be I called the time that there was mutiny in this place, and those 4 people walked out on him right there while I'm on the phone. They just said goodbye, left their jobs, and walked out on this poor manager. And I'm sitting there with the manager on the phone, and he didn't know what to say, what to do. So, like you said, sometimes it's just not comfortable. It's not the timing, so it's simple. Okay, let me call you back at a better time. You know, it doesn't have to be a hard push. But yeah, you never know what you're calling into.
Right. Don't assume.
Yeah.
Don't assume anything. Just go into it like a blank piece of paper every time.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see here. Number 9, good salespeople can sell anything to anyone. Yeah, there's a good energy on that sales floor. It's not a matter of you're a good person, you're going to sell anything to anyone. That to me is a myth. It's more about what can I do to help you to resolve the issue. You're coming to us for our knowledge, for our education, you know.
Right.
Ferris Bueller up there says CED. I don't know who Ferris Bueller is, but hey, somebody's playing around. But it's not a matter of selling anything to anyone.
Right.
You know, a good salesperson is going to know what your needs are. They're going to know what your issue is, what your problem. What we're doing is we're trying to be a piece of the puzzle to solve and come up with the answer for you.
Right. And I think that sometimes, you know, understanding what in the ask is important and what isn't important is, you know, is it important that it's a 2 millimeter and not a 3 millimeter jacket on the fiber? No, doesn't affect performance. You know, sometimes they're just parroting what they have seen, and they, you know, if the 2 millimeters available but not the 3, it's just the jacket. What's inside is still, you know, 6 microns surrounded by a 900 micron jacket, right, or whatever it is. And or 50 microns or whatever, but it's, you know, it doesn't affect performance at all. So knowing what is important versus, you know, what isn't helps get you to get the answer that they're looking for, because you could look at something and go, nah, I can't come up with that. But no, you can. It's just that you know what's important and what's not in that equation, and being able to come back and say, hey, can't do that, but really, same thing. Here's this.
Yeah, and when it comes down to it, like you're talking about, I think the thing that with a lot of salespeople out there is a good salesperson, in my mind, is someone who's going to be consultative. Okay, I've got the education. You're coming to me to purchase me versus the product.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm going to find that solution for you. You're going to trust in me to find that solution for you. And a lot of times, whether we like it or not, there's always an answer.
Right.
You might not like that answer, but you know what? I'm going to find out what that answer is for you. And we're going to make sure you're educated on what that is.
And why that alternative might be better than what you actually spoke out to really want.
100%.
Yeah, because we're there to be part of the solution.
Exactly.
All right. Mark, one more left here, huh?
Sales is about talking, not listening.
Yep.
I think we already covered this a little bit, but,
we did, but yeah.
Active listening is huge.
Yeah, use these,
Yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah.
that's something I don't think we do enough of even in our daily lives. It's taking time to stop and actually listen to what someone's having to say. And when I say that, I mean, you got to turn your brain off, right? I need to be focused on you, Mark, you, Cedric.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in my head thinking about something else going on up there, right, I'm not going to hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Listen to
You got the
resolve.
smirk over here.
It's to listen.
I was going to go somewhere with the turn
versus
your
to
brain off
respond.
thing, but
That
I'll
light's
leave it
already
be.
turned off.
I'll leave.
Turns off the light. Yeah.
When are going to turn back on? That's the thing. Exactly. And the whole thing with active listening and understanding what they're asking for. I mean, I can't tell you how important it is to understand or to ask questions, because you may be talking with somebody who's been in the business for 30 years, right? As opposed to maybe somebody who's been in the job for 6 months. And the 30-year guy is going to talk in lingo.
Yeah.
And unless you're not too proud to say, hey, can you explain that to me? You mentioned this. What is that? Then all that information is going to pass by you. And for me, communicating is about, hearing all the words and understanding all the words, right?
Truly.
So same thing with when we're talking to customers and they start throwing stuff out and you go, wait, do you know, okay, let me explain something. And I've explained in detail some things. They go, oh, you know what? I'm glad you took the time to do that because no, I don't want that. I want this.
Yeah, I had that a lot.
Yeah.
With my previous position, it was like I'll get guys that was in the field for 30, 40 years. They just not screaming. They're just running off with products that they need. I'm just like, yeah, let me pause for a second just so I can comprehend exactly what you need.
Right.
Sometimes they'll be like, yeah, you're not the person I should be talking to, which at that point I wasn't.
Right.
But after gaining a little more knowledge, I can have
way you
good dialect
learn.
with them.
Yeah.
It's to listen to resolve versus to respond to them.
And
More so.
You guys are right. There's a different lingo in our world.
Right.
Like the first time when I started, I was new to this too. And the first time someone said, yeah, I need to get a couple of biscuits. Okay, I'm thinking pop the can open, where's the gravy, I had no idea they're talking about surface mount boxes,
Right.
But the
Right.
lingo in the industry is they call them a biscuit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me at first, I'm like, yeah, okay, let's pop this open, get some gravy, and let's have some breakfast.
It's true. True statement. Yep.
So there is a lot of lingo comes, and again, I think a lot about the sales that we work in and the field we work in is more about Mark and his education and what Mark brings to the table, not what the pen brings, not what the fiber optic cable brings.
Right.
Same with you, Cedric. It's going to be about what you have to offer. What are you willing to do to offer? And put your hat in the ring, as Highlander had said.
And contribute where I can contribute at. Was the best thing.
It's always good. Get in where we fit in.
Yeah,
Because with
exactly.
technology, jargon, that's really not, you get to talk to me about fiber optic, the bandwidth, the speed, the longevity of it. Yeah, I can give you a little bit in there. But when we go to OM1s, OM2s, multi-modes, it's like the wheels get to turning. So sometimes, now I'm just getting more into the field.
You're only 4 months in, so you're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, keep it going, man, because you're going to have some longevity here.
Yeah. Had a good teacher. Thanks, Erica.
There we
Calling
go.
Erica a good teacher?
She was, man. She was a great teacher. She, because I'm a hands-on learner. I'm not
She's a carer.
Yeah.
reader
She cares.
or anything
I
like
love
that.
Erica. She does a great job. Yeah.
Don't get yourself in trouble, John.
I'm stopping there.
You did. You were going to get
You know
yourself
where
in
that's gonna
trouble.
go. Poor Erica. She's like, ah!
Well, I think we've reached the end of our journey today.
It does go fast, doesn't it?
It does. Don't be afraid, Tim. You can handle it,
can do
Tim.
it.
Hey, do
Anyway.
not forget about our email address, right?
That's right. It's wired@gruber.com. Feel free anytime. Well, if we like your question, we'll answer it.
But yeah, hey, you
Just
know
kidding.
What? Here's something too.
If you need anything,
If you have some show ideas, let us know. If there's some audience out there that wants to hear about something in our industry, or maybe something we don't, bring it up. We'll be glad to touch basis on it. What's Highlander saying there? That's okay, Cedric. You got a great team to rely on, and we'll be more than happy to help you with anything. If you're on a live call, just tap one of them on the shoulders.
There you go.
Good point, Highlander, because we are a great team here, and doesn't matter what's going on. I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter if Mark's having a beef with me that day. He'll drop that to make sure that we can work together
We
and
don't
get through
beef.
things. Not very often, but once in a while, it happens.
Sometimes we play hard.
That we do.
Like, follow, and subscribe. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
So,
Yeah,
See,
and
that's
that's
gonna
where we
start the
are.
big brother
It's I
bickering.
think we've run out of time for
want to
today.
say goodbye
So
to your mom?
Bye, Mom. See you soon.
everybody, please remember to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. We're here every Thursday at 3 p.m. Arizona time because of you. So join us next week. We're glad to have you as always. For now, I'm Mark Beach.
I'm John Dotson.
I'm Cedric Rollins.
Have a great day.